All right, people, how we doing? Check out. All right, so this is gonna be the first news um, hangout. No, not hangout. First news podcast. Um, I saw a story earlier. So yeah, this story right here. This is crazy. Okay, this is a black New York man dies trying to defend friend. Alleged killer flees before being stopped hundreds of miles away in Indiana. Okay. A Queens man was fatally stabbed this month after he attempted to break up a fight inside a Jamaica home where the alleged suspect started an altercation with another friend and then fled the scene, only to be found in Indiana in a car with a large quantity of drugs, according to police. Wow. Okay. Muhammad Habib, 24, has been charged with murder, okay, weapons possession, tampering with the witness, and assault in connection with. God damn, this is ridiculous. How do I turn off these Discord notifications, man? Okay. Okay. In connection with the Queens, um, New York slang, and also faces several local drug charges in Hancock County, Indiana, where he was apprehended. Okay. Queens stabbing victim Wycliffe Gentiles, 43, died defending his friend after the alleged killer Muhammad Habib Wright entered the home Gentiles shared with the friend in Jamaica, New York. Okay. Okay. Photos, Richard Hodges, Hancock County Sheriff's Office. Okay. Um, New York police say Wycliffe Chris Gentiles, 43, died defending his 30-year-old friend Rahul Kahundari after Habib entered the Jamaica home on Guy R. Brewer Boulevard near Tuskegee Airmen Way carrying drugs at approximately 10:40 a.m. on April 13th. Okay. Gentiles and Cohandry met and became friends fixing cars, the New York Daily News reports. The two have been living together for the past few months. Knew Habib is a car customer, according to the newspaper. Okay, when Habib entered the pair's home on April 13th, Cohandry told Habib, who appeared to be high, that he had to leave. This sparked a quarrel between the two men, Cohandry told the New York Daily News. I don't believe in drugs, he said of the incident. Habib has no right to come into my house. Okay, police officials say Gentiles tried to break up the fight, ended up in an altercation with Habib. As the two grappled, Habib pulled out a knife and began slashing at Gentiles. He then grabbed a heavy ashtray and struck Habib in the head with it, according to authorities. Okay? And enraged, Habib chased Gentiles down a flight of stairs, during which Gentiles managed to grab a 2x4 and raised it towards Habib. The wild fight then continued outside the Jamaica residence in the torrential rain, where Habib gained the upper hand and Gentiles fell to the ground. That's when Habib allegedly stabbed Gentiles 7 times in the neck and torso, puncturing his left chest, lung, and pulmonary artery, according to prosecutors. Henry said he dialed 911 while attempting to save his friend. I'm trying to hold his hood in, Kahunji said to the New York Daily News. I had blood all over. I couldn't see who I was calling. Blood was all over me. Okay. Medics rushed Chili's to Jamaica Hospital, but he succumbed to his injuries a few hours later. Habib, who fled the scene in a car, allegedly sent a threatening text message to Kahundry, warning that he would hurt him too if he blabbed, prosecutors said. Okay, it's crazy. You know, and it goes to show that, what you're starting to see in America now with black folks is that a lot of these immigrants, and this guy, he looks Indian to me. But what you're starting to see a lot of these non-black immigrants and stuff come to America. Now they're starting to, murder black folks and drive across state lines and all kind of stuff now. And I think a lot of black folks are starting to realize this. Let me see if I can hold on, do this Discord thing. I shut this off. Um, okay, cool. So I disabled the desktop notifications. All right, because that was annoying. All right, but it's crazy that this stuff is going on out here, man. You know what I mean? And my whole thing is just be aware of your surroundings. Be careful because you never know when you're gonna run into a crazy motherfucker like this, and you never know, you know, when somebody could be high, and that sort of thing. Um, I'm gonna share my screen, and those are the pictures right there. The brother on the left is Wycliffe and Chili's, and the guy on the right is Muhammad Habib. And so you just need to be careful, man. A lot of black folks are starting to not really feel, just immigration like this anymore. You know, a lot of the liberal mindset, that we have had or that was forced on us by the Democratic Party, a lot of that is starting to go away now because, you know, a lot of black people are starting to realize, you know, that mindset is not beneficial because we're starting to get murdered, by a lot of these immigrants and stuff. And it's very unfortunate, but a lot of black folks are starting to get murdered now by these immigrants. You know, it's crazy. It really is crazy. And it's something that a lot of black folks need to pay attention to. Because he already has, the Peter Liang shooting a couple of years ago with an Asian cop killed the brother in New York City. Okay. And the Asian community came out and supported the cop. You know, they want to be able to kill you and not go to jail too, just like they see the dominant society able to do. So it's definitely something that you know people need to pay attention to and watch out for. Okay, when it comes to stuff like this. Um, let's continue. There's another story. It was one of the okay, right here. It was, okay, this is the Atlanta mayor, Keisha Lance. Okay, Bottoms releases racist text message she received after pushing back on governor's decision to reopen state. Okay. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms received a racist text message after she expressed her concerns over Governor Brian Kemp's decision to allow some non-essential businesses to reopen starting Friday, April 24th. Okay. Bottom shared a picture of the message in a tweet on the night of Wednesday, April 22. And with my daughter looking over my shoulder, I received this message on my phone. I pray for you. Conscientious stupidity or sincere ignorance. Martin Luther King Jr. Okay. And this is a message. This is from reopen@georgia.gov. So that's a very weird looking um that's a very weird looking email address, you know, to say, the least. And the message was, "Nigger, just shut up and reopen Atlanta." Wow, it's crazy. Okay, you know, with my daughter, okay, it says the mayor has been a vocal critic of Kemp's decision to allow some non-essential businesses to reopen operations on Friday, April 24th, after being shut down just nearly 2 weeks prior due to coronavirus precautions. Bottom's critique has become more pointed as time passes. Okay? Our numbers are not going down. And simply because we have hospital beds available doesn't mean that we should work to fill them up. She said during an interview with MSNBC's Chuck Todd, "I am asking people to please stay home, avail yourself of the services that we have through the city, whether it's through our food program or our small business loan program." She got We need to, as government leaders, step up and give people incentive to stay home. And there's nothing essential about going to a bowling alley in the middle of a pandemic. Okay, Atlanta Mayor um, Keisha Lance Bottoms was called the N word in a text message after she refused to reopen her city, despite Governor Brian Kemp's decision to allow the reopening of some non-essential businesses. Okay, to the surprise of many on Wednesday, April 22, President Donald Trump also derided Kemp's decision. Okay. I told the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, that I disagreed strongly with his decision to open certain facilities which are in violation of the Phase 1 guidelines for the incredible people of Georgia, Trump said during a press briefing. At the same time, he must do what he thinks is right, Trump said. I disagree with him on what he's doing. Previously, Kemp responded to Bottoms and his other detractors during an appearance on Fox News. He claimed that changes will be gradual. Okay, we took measured steps to get to the shelter in place. Now we're taking measured steps to come out of that. So this is not a giant leap forward. Okay, former Georgia Secretary of State believes he's stuck in the middle of a difficult situation. Okay, it's a tough balance. I understand where folks like the mayor and others may agree or disagree. I have some people protesting me because I took this step, and I may have others that protest me because I didn't go far enough, he said. Still, Kemp stands firm in his decision and expressed concern for Georgia's business owners. If people don't want to open the gym, they don't have to, but when you close somebody's business down and take their livelihoods, he continued, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. The last numbers as of the afternoon of Thursday, April 23rd, showed that more than 21,500 Georgia residents have been diagnosed with COVID-19, and 872 have died. All right. So, um, that's crazy. You know, that's crazy. It's interesting that President Trump sided with the actual um, mayor of Atlanta. I found that interesting. Um, as far as the decision, though, on a local level, though, the government has the ability to make that call. You know, um, and I gotta fix this. This is going on with this. You know, damn, and it's still making noise. Hold on, let me figure this out. Okay, cool. I think I shut it off now. Um, you know, but that's crazy, man. You know, but I definitely see where the governor was coming from when he was saying, you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to their livelihood. Because I understand the shutdown, but at some time, something has to be done about this economy, man. You can't just let the whole economy just wither on the vine and die out. Okay, because at the end of the day, we still are a capitalistic society. Society runs on money and economic activity, and we can only sustain a shutdown for so long before people just start withering on the vine. And I think that the governor had to make that decision. Um, you know what I mean? So I think it's a hard decision. It was decisions that had to be made. All right, but you know, but this is another crazy. This is another very interesting story. I'm gonna share this. Okay, 99-year-old Georgia woman discharged from hospital to cheers from staff following battle with COVID-19. Okay, a 99-year-old Georgia woman recovered from the novel coronavirus a few months shy of her 100th birthday. Hey, Maud Burt made a recovery after a 17-day hospitalization, reported WKRC. A Facebook video posted by Phoebe Putney Health Systems in Albany showed Burke being rolled out of the hospital last week with staffers cheered. According to the hospital, Burke is the oldest COVID-19 patient to be discharged from the facility. This is a very interesting. Um, this is very interesting. So you hear so much about COVID-19 killing a lot of elderly people, and to have a story of an elderly person, you know, I believe she's a grandmother. Um, so, as well. But I bet she has grandkids. I bet she's a grandmother. Okay. But to hear her survive this and persevere through this, that's very inspiring and uplifting, you know, and it makes you feel that, well, maybe there is hope, to this at the end of the day, you know, and that whole type of thing. Um, you know, so it's not just doom and gloom and everybody is gonna die. You know, it's, you know, there are people who have persevered. There are people who have made it through this, you know, and hopefully we can see more of it going towards the future and whatnot, uh, that kind of thing. You know, um, and it's crazy. But there was a New York rapper, Fred the Godson, and he died from COVID-19 complications at 35, and that's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's insane. You know, to me, you know, that's crazy. You know, and whatnot.